And to that he adds another command from Leviticus. So it goes, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. And Jesus says this is the first commandment. And then the second is like it. It's the love your neighbour as yourself. But then notice how Jesus finishes it off. And I think this is the linchpin in one sense. He says, all the law and all the prophets hang on these two. And that word picture at the end, I think, is quite striking when you think about it. You know, everything he's saying in Scripture, everything, all of it, he says, hangs on these two commands. Remove them, he's saying, and the whole lot will fall over. That's what he's saying. The greatest command, he's saying, isn't just the most important one on the list. He says it's the foundation. It's the foundation. Everything else is built on. Do you see that? And what's this foundation that Jesus is talking about? It's total love. Total love. All your heart. All your soul. All your mind. There's no compartments here. There's no exceptions here. There's no part of you that can be held back. That's what he's saying. And when you think about it, that's an extraordinary standard. It's huge. And the Pharisees, what have they been trying to do so far? They've been trying to work out the minimum standards. Do you notice that? Which commandments you really had to keep. Which commandments had ways you could work around. And Jesus is here and he's saying to them, you've been asking the wrong question. The question isn't what's the minimum? What do I have to do? The question is, do you love God completely? That's the question. Do you love God completely? And you know, if we're honest, if we're really honest, none of us do. Our hearts are divided, aren't they? We love God, but we also love our comfort. We love God, but we also love the approval of people around us. We love God, but we also love our own reputations, our ambitions, our carefully managed lives, our money. We give God time on Sundays, don't we? Perhaps a few thoughts throughout the week. But all of our heart, all of our soul, all of our mind, every moment, every desire, every private thought. We don't do that, do we? This is why this matters, in my view. We've just spent 2 sections watching people who cannot give God what he requires. The Pharisees playing religious games to manage their relationship with God. The Sadducees using theology to keep God at arm's length. All of them together unable to love God with all their heart and their soul and their mind. And now Jesus reveals who he truly is. He is not just a rabbi with clever answers. He's not just a reformer calling people back to the spirit of the law. He is David's Lord. He is God in human flesh. And he's come to do what we cannot do. See, Jesus is the only person who actually ever kept that greatest commandment, isn't he? He loved the Father with all of his heart, with all of his soul, with all of his mind, and he did it perfectly. He did it completely. He did it without leaving anything behind. He lived the life that we were made for, but that we could not manage. And then he died. not for his own failures. He had none. He died for ours, for our divided hearts, for our religious games, for our partial obedience, for our managed devotion that we think passes for faith, but falls short of what God requires. And he rose again, which is exactly what the Sadducees said couldn't happen, to give us something that the Pharisees could never find through their rule keeping: a new heart. And his Spirit lives in us, reshaping our loves from the inside out, making us capable of something we could never manufacture ourselves. Stop negotiating. Stop calculating. Stop performing. Fall at the feet of David's Lord. Confess that you can't love God the way that he deserves. Receive the righteousness of the one who did. Everything. I mean, really everything hangs on this question. What do you think about the Christ?